I know you are exhausted. You have been fighting battles in your mind that nobody else sees. You are wondering why everything has to be so hard for you. Listen to me. It ends tonight. Empaths, do not scroll past this message. Do not scroll past this message. I command you in the name of the Most High to stop exactly where you are. The enemy has set a vicious trap for you this week. They plan to completely destroy your spirit and steal your blessing. God looked down at their pathetic scheme and laughed. Heaven has intercepted your timeline today. You have been feeling a strange heaviness in your chest lately. Your eyes are tired even after a full night of sleep. There is a deep exhaustion in your bones that coffee cannot fix. This is not normal burnout. You are experiencing a targeted spiritual attack designed to keep you totally paralyzed. The darkness knows exactly what is coming to you. You always give so much of yourself to everyone else. You listen to their problems and absorb their toxic energy. You are the one people run to when their lives are falling apart. And yet, when you are breaking down inside, the room is suddenly empty. You have been carrying the weight of the world on your fragile shoulders. It is deeply unfair. You have been carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. Tap the like button to release it here. I know you cried yourself to sleep recently. You begged the universe to just give you one single break. You wondered if heaven had completely forgotten your name and your address. But I am here to tell you that God heard every single whisper. The divine realm has been watching your silent struggle with immense compassion. You are not invisible. The people who hurt you thought they had finally won. They smiled in your face while actively plotting your downfall in the shadows. They wanted to see you fail because your pure light exposes their hidden demons. But their wicked plan has just backfired in the most spectacular way possible. Heaven is about to make a public spectacle of your enemies. If you scroll away now, you will step right out of this protective shield. You have exactly 72 hours before a massive spiritual portal closes permanently. Do not let your fleeting attention span rob you of a generational miracle. Stay with me until the very last second. I am going to reveal the exact reason why the Matrix is so terrified of you. You have always felt like an outsider in your own family. You possess a rare spiritual DNA that makes you completely different from the sleeping masses. When you walk into a room, you can immediately feel the unspoken intentions of every person there. This gift has often felt like a heavy curse. It has isolated you and made you deeply lonely. But you must understand that this isolation was never a punishment. You were deliberately separated from the crowd because you are carrying a royal bloodline. The universe could not allow their contaminated energy to infect your sacred mission. Your pure heart was fiercely protected by angels you could not even see. You are a chosen one. Take a slow and deep breath right now. Let the tension drop from your tired shoulders. I know you are so tired of constantly fighting battles in your mind that nobody else sees. You are exhausted from being strong for people who never even check on you. It is okay to admit that you are completely drained. Heaven is finally giving you permission to rest. The dark forces assigned to your life are panicking at this exact moment. They know I am exposing their hidden agenda to you through this screen. They will try to distract you right now to make you click away. They might make your phone glitch or send a random notification to break your focus. Do not fall for their desperate little tricks. You are standing on the edge of the greatest wealth transfer in human history. The universe has been storing up treasures specifically meant for your hands. But a massive blessing always attracts a massive spiritual war. The enemy planned to drain your physical energy, so you would be too weak to claim your rightful portion. They wanted you to simply give up. God looked at their pathetic attempts to ruin you and just laughed. The creator of the universe is not intimidated by the people trying to block your path. He allowed them to push you to the edge so he could show off his ultimate power in your life. Your current pain is about to be transformed into your greatest weapon. You are the miracle. There is a specific reason your intuition has felt so blocked lately. The Matrix has deliberately pumped toxic frequencies into your environment to suppress your natural genius. They pushed your brain into constant survival mode and heavy anxiety. But there is a hidden physical key that breaks this exact spell. I will reveal it shortly. You have a heart of pure gold that the world has repeatedly tried to turn into stone. You forgave people who never even bothered to apologize to you. You gave second and third chances to energy vampires who only wanted to consume your light. Heaven has recorded every single act of unselfish love you have ever shown. Payday is finally arriving for you. Anchor your spirit to every single word I am speaking today. We are about to enter the deepest part of the spiritual realm together. I need you to keep your heart completely open as we expose the dark entities fighting against you. Do not move a muscle. The truth about your stolen childhood frequency is about to be fully uncovered. I need you to remember who you were before the world broke your spirit. Think back to when you were a little child. You had this incredible imagination and a deep connection to the unseen realm. You just knew things before they happened. You could read the energy of adults and sense danger long before it arrived. That was your natural state of being. But as you grew older, that bright light started to fade away. The Matrix began to aggressively program your mind to conform to their rigid systems. They forced you to sit still in classrooms and memorize useless facts. They slowly stripped away your divine intuition. And they did this on purpose, because a fully awakened chosen one is impossible to control. Here is what they never told you about your spiritual gifts. The reason the universe responds effortlessly to certain people is not just blind faith or good karma. It is a very specific frequency operating inside the physical brain. Scientists actually have a name for it. They call it the gamma brainwave, and it is the exact frequency your brain was running naturally when you were a young child. Back then, learning felt completely effortless and magical. Ideas and solutions simply flowed into your mind without any hard work. That was your gamma frequency operating at its highest peak. But then adulthood arrived with all its heavy burdens and endless survival routines. The modern world went to work on your brilliant mind. The constant stress of paying bills and the endless noise of screens pushed your sacred frequency down. Every single year, the Matrix suppressed this divine brainwave a little further. They wanted the version of you with lightning intuition to go completely silent. Most people will live their entire lives without ever knowing this happened to them. But you are not most people. You are an empath who has always sensed that something vital was missing. You have tried meditation and the law of attraction, but life still feels blocked. You watch others succeed while you struggle to keep your head above water. This is exactly why the enemy has targeted you so viciously. They are terrified that you might remember how to turn your gamma frequency back on. The dark entities feed on your exhaustion and your constant state of anxiety. They need you to stay tired and confused. Because if you wake up, their entire house of cards will instantly collapse around them. You blamed yourself for every failed relationship and every missed financial opportunity. You thought you were simply not praying hard enough or working smart enough. But it was never your fault. The gap between you and the blessed people is not a lack of discipline at all. It is a suppressed brainwave that was taken from you without your consent or approval. The enemy orchestrated painful events in your life to keep you in a low vibration. They sent toxic, narcissistic people to drain your energy and distract your mind from your true purpose. They knew that a heartbroken empath cannot easily access their highest spiritual frequency. I see the tears welling up in your eyes right now. It is okay to cry and release that heavy burden of false guilt. You have been carrying the blame for things that were spiritually engineered against you. Breathe out the heavy shame that belongs to your abusers. You are a fiercely protected child of the Most High God. Every time you tried to level up financially, a sudden crisis would drain your bank account. Every time you found a moment of peace, someone would start unnecessary drama. This was the Matrix intentionally keeping your nervous system trapped in a fight-or-flight response. They desperately needed to block your brain from returning to its natural state of genius. But the universe is so much smarter than the dark forces trying to hold you down. God allowed this temporary suppression to build an unshakable resilience deep inside your soul. You walked through hard trials that stripped away what wasn't true to you. And now you are standing at the exact threshold of your glorious spiritual return. Do not scroll past this next sentence. Heaven is watching your response. You are about to step out of the exhausting survival mode and back into the divine flow state. The days of struggling to manifest your basic needs are officially coming to an end. A massive energetic shift is happening in your physical body as you listen to my voice. The synchronicities that stopped years ago are about to flood back into your daily reality. You will start seeing those angel numbers and feeling the presence of your guides again. The universe is preparing to turn your gamma frequency back on. But you must be willing to let go of the pain that the enemy used to anchor you down. Let this truth wash over your weary soul right now. You were not being punished by the universe. The doors that slammed in your face were actually heaven protecting you from toxic connections that would have ruined your entire future. What looked like brutal rejection was just divine mercy shielding your pure energy. God had to completely isolate you to properly upgrade you. The wilderness you walked through was never a prison. It was your spiritual cocoon, preparing you for this exact moment. The enemy looked at your struggles and thought they were winning the war. They sent betrayers to drain your light and make you doubt your own sanity, hoping you would just surrender to the darkness and give up completely. They watched you cry and honestly believed they had finally broken your spirit. But they made a massive miscalculation. They forgot who your father is. The Matrix fights the anointed and ignores the ordinary. You have to understand that darkness only attacks the light that actually threatens its control. If you were truly weak and powerless, they would have left you alone years ago. But they aggressively targeted your life because your incredible potential absolutely terrifies them, and they know you can change the world. You carry a massive transfer of blessing held inside your spirit. Your enemies thought your deep empathy was a fatal weakness. They abused your kindness and mistook your quiet patience for stupid compliance. Oh, how desperately they will regret that foolish assumption when they see what happens next. Your energetic frequency is about to flip their entire reality completely upside down. Because while they were busy plotting against you, heaven was orchestrating their total downfall. God looked down at their pathetic traps and he just laughed. The creator of the cosmos found their little schemes absolutely hilarious. The enemy set up roadblocks to delay your financial blessing and ruin your good name. But God allowed those roadblocks just to make your eventual victory even more spectacular. He loves turning the dark plans of your enemies into golden stepping stones. The narcissists who tried to bury you did not realize you were a seed. They covered you in dirt and expected you to slowly rot away in the dark. But that same heavy dirt is exactly what gave you the strong roots to grow into a towering spiritual giant. You did not become bitter and spiteful like them. You became remarkably wiser and much stronger. You take the heavy trauma they throw at you and you turn it into pure gold. You are a true spiritual alchemist navigating a very broken world. That rare ability to heal yourself makes you entirely untouchable now. The enemy has no weapons left to use against you. Stay with me because the veil is rapidly thinning as you read this. Do not let your mind wander away from this prophetic appointment. The enemy is desperately trying to block you from hearing this next revelation because they know that once your mind is unlocked, they lose their grip on your life forever. You are stepping out of their control today. The heavy spiritual warfare you survived was just a test of your capacity. Heaven needed to know if you could steward the massive power coming your way. You proved your fierce loyalty by keeping your heart pure when you had every single reason to turn cruel and seek revenge. You passed the brutal test that destroyed so many others before you. Your waiting season is officially dead. You are a cycle breaker sent to end generational curses in your family line. The poverty and the toxic relationship patterns stop permanently with you. The Matrix knew you were the one designated to break the chains, so they hit you the hardest to stop the blessing from reaching your bloodline. But their brutal attacks only accelerated your divine awakening. God used their own weapons to polish your armor. Every tear you shed in secret was collected and turned into a physical currency. Heaven is about to pay you back with overwhelming interest for all your silent suffering. The people who mocked your big dreams are going to watch in absolute shock as doors fly open for you with zero human effort. Your era of struggling is permanently over. Breathe out the guilt and the false shame right now. It was never your fault that you were born into a spiritual war zone. You were placed behind enemy lines on a very specific rescue mission, and the universe is now recalling you from the battlefield to give you your royal inheritance. You are being moved from surviving to supplying abundance to others. Listen to me very carefully. This truth changes everything. The enemy is currently panicking. They see the divine magnet activating inside you. They know they cannot stop the financial and spiritual blessings rushing toward your house right now. They are terrified of what happens next. God laughed at them because they do not know the physical key is already here. The tool to fully restore you is ready. They tried to keep your brain stuck in a low vibration of fear and lack. But heaven always provides a tangible way to escape the invisible traps of the Matrix. A massive frequency shift is preparing to hit your nervous system and wake up your dormant genius before this week is over. You are about to reclaim every single thing that was stolen from you. The darkness is trembling because they realize they have actually trained a warrior. They meant to break a fragile empath, but they accidentally forged a spiritual powerhouse. Your pure light is about to completely blind the dark entities that tried to keep you trapped in the shadows for so many years. Do not look away now because the ultimate solution is coming. You are no longer a victim of their cruel and calculated circumstances. You hold the powerful pen to your own destiny, and the ink is glowing with divine favor. Subscribe to this channel right now to anchor your soul to this prophetic alignment. Because staying connected here tells the universe that you are finally ready to receive. I need you to anchor your spirit to this next revelation. The Matrix works overtime to keep you exhausted because they hide the ultimate truth in plain sight. They want you distracted by endless drama. But heaven has provided a brilliant escape route that completely bypasses their control. You are about to discover the hidden key. Before we go any further into this prophetic word, I have to tell you something critical. It is a secret the people who profit from your exhaustion desperately want to hide. Neuroscientists working quietly away from the headlines have actually discovered how to bring this dormant brainwave back. And they did not use magic or expensive therapies. They found a way to reactivate your genius without years of impossible meditation. Most tired empaths cannot sustain that. You do not need a $7,000 biofeedback machine in a cold clinical setting. The universe designed your body to heal through something far simpler and far more natural. You just need the right acoustic key. They engineered a very specific sound frequency to guide your brainwave patterns back to the genius state you were born with. Princeton researchers studied this exact phenomenon. They confirmed that it has massive power. Columbia University found that when this specific brainwave is reactivated, it does not stop with you. It actually begins to radiate outward physically. This frequency naturally influences the people around you and changes their energy too. It touches your children and your partner and the ones you have been quietly carrying for years. The heavy generational curse on your family line begins to dissolve the moment this signal turns back on. Your healing literally becomes their ultimate rescue. Do not scroll past this sentence. Everything shifts right here. It takes exactly 7 minutes a day to completely realign your spiritual and physical reality. And the beautiful truth is that it begins working the very first time you close your eyes and listen. Your breakthrough has been waiting for this exact alignment. I will tell you exactly what this sacred tool is called and where to find it before this message ends. But first, there is something you need to deeply understand about why your massive blessing was delayed. The enemy placed 3 invisible seals on your financial destiny to keep you poor. We are going to break them today. You have watched other people succeed effortlessly while you were barely getting through the week. You knew deep down that you carried a much higher potential than you could ever express. Your finances refused to grow despite your pure intentions and your endless patience with the universe. The Matrix wanted you to believe you were cursed. But what if everything you have struggled with is not a character flaw at all? What if your financial blocks and your painful relationship patterns are simply a suppressed frequency waiting to be switched back on? The gap between you and total abundance is not a lack of faith. It is just a dormant brainwave. Stay with me, chosen one. Heaven is preparing to hand you the physical key to unlock your divine acceleration right now. The wealth transfer that was prophesied over your life is no longer just a distant dream. It is hovering right above your head and waiting for your energetic signature. The second seal is shattering right now. You are about to step into an era where money and opportunities will literally chase you down. The people who overlooked you will suddenly look at you with total awe and deep respect. Because when your gamma frequency is fully restored, you become a literal magnet for divine favor. You will not have to chase anything anymore. Take a deep breath and prepare your spirit for the final revelation. The enemy is terrified because they know I am about to give you the exact weapon to completely defeat them. Do not blink and do not look away for even a single second. The ultimate truth is finally here. Your angels have fought brutal wars in the unseen realm just to deliver this exact message to your screen today. They cleared the path so you could finally hear the truth about your stolen spiritual inheritance. The Matrix tried to bury this knowledge under mountains of fake therapies and endless distractions. But divine timing is absolutely perfect. As a cycle breaker, you are meant to live a life of total freedom and massive impact. You were never supposed to spend your best years worrying about how to pay for basic survival. Heaven wants you overflowing with resources so you can heal the world around you. Poverty is not your spiritual destiny. The third and final seal is cracking open right before your eyes. The universe is aligning the exact circumstances to push you into a reality you barely dare to dream about. Everything you lost is about to be restored back to you multiplied by 7. Now listen closely to how we activate it. Your spirit knows the waiting is officially over. Heaven has already decreed your massive wealth and your total vindication, but your physical vessel must be properly tuned to actually receive it. There is a reason your huge breakthrough has been sitting at the door without coming in. It is not a lack of faith on your part at all. It is that suppressed gamma signal waiting to be switched on. The Matrix purposely flooded your daily life with heavy stress to keep your brain out of the divine flow state. They wanted you to believe that hard work and endless suffering were the only ways to survive. But the third seal is completely shattering right now in the spiritual realm. God has provided a tangible earthly tool to manifest His heavenly promises in your life today, and it will bypass all of their traps. A brilliant team led by Dr. Robert Lake has unlocked the exact frequency to clear your mental blockages. They spent years compressing an entire gamma activation protocol. They put it into a simple 7-minute audio track. The process is completely effortless. You do not need to meditate for hours or chant any complex mantras to see results. You just close your tired eyes and let the acoustic key unlock your mind. Put on a pair of headphones and let the sound waves do the heavy lifting for you. The modern world spent decades trying to undo your natural gifts. This frequency reverses that damage. It is called the Genius Song. Over 18,366 chosen ones have already used it. They unlocked their stalled finances and completely healed their broken relationships. If you are an exhausted empath, you don't have to hustle for scraps anymore. You don't have to fight this brutal spiritual battle on your own anymore. You simply need to align. A tired nurse from California used this and said her life now feels beautifully enchanted. A business owner from Texas said the gamma frequency easily figures out his hardest problems while he sleeps. A woman from Manhattan said the generational curse her family carried for decades is simply gone. The elite have quietly paid thousands of dollars for clinical sessions to access this exact gamma state. They would prefer this technology remain out of reach for people like you. But through this prophetic message, you can finally access it today for a fraction of its true value. Researchers at Princeton University studied this brainwave and its direct link to extraordinary mental ability. They found that children naturally possess this power before rigid systems force it into hibernation. Columbia University also found that a strong gamma signal radiates outward to affect your whole family, so your personal healing can help protect them. Fake versions often appear to confuse the chosen ones just when they are close to a breakthrough. Distorted frequencies circulate online under the same name, but they lack the actual activation power. Do not look for this on popular streaming platforms. Those diluted copies will only lower your vibration. The enemy desperately wants you to download the fake versions. Your spiritual discernment is highly activated for a very specific reason today. You know the dark counterfeit from the pure original. You must protect your energetic activation by accessing only the verified source. The authentic version of the Genius Song is waiting for you in a completely protected space, because God does not want you stumbling into another matrix trap today. Your bold step of faith is completely protected by an ironclad divine assurance. The universe asks that a chosen one, stepping into their rightful purpose, assume no earthly risk. If you do not experience the massive shift you deserve, then your full investment is returned without question. This is a sacred, energetic exchange governed by complete trust and unconditional divine love. Heaven has also prepared 4 powerful bonuses waiting for you inside the secure portal. You will receive a special audio track engineered specifically for your children, and you will also get the original prosperity book that wealthy elites secretly built their fortunes upon. The universe is handing you the physical weapon to defeat the Matrix forever. Do not wait for a better moment to claim your massive spiritual inheritance. The chosen one who hesitates at the threshold becomes the person who endlessly wonders what could have been. The enemy is desperately trying to distract you right now because they are absolutely terrified of your upcoming wealth transfer. You must take the physical step of faith to shatter the final seal right now. The only sanctioned portal is the link in the description and the pinned comment below. Click that secure link right now to claim your authentic copy of The Genius Song. Put on your headphones and let the supernatural wealth transfer begin flowing freely into your life. Your beautiful gamma frequency is waiting to be reactivated, and your ultimate destiny is ready to unfold. Sow a seed into your own future and watch how the universe responds to your obedience. Access the link in the pinned comment before the spiritual window closes on this blessing. You have survived the brutal wilderness, and now it is time to drink from the river of abundance. Step through the open door today and claim the beautiful life you were always meant to live. Before we go any deeper into the spiritual realm, I need you to understand a profound truth. This divine frequency is not some modern invention. The ancient keepers of this protocol have guarded it for centuries. The Matrix has tried to erase this knowledge from history books, but the truth always survives for the chosen ones. Think about the greatest minds who completely changed our world, because they understood the hidden laws that govern the unseen realm. Nikola Tesla once said that to find the secrets of the universe, you must think in terms of energy and vibration. He was not talking about basic science. He was describing the exact gamma frequency that connects a human soul to the mind of God. He was a spiritual alchemist. Tesla possessed an incredible intuition that allowed him to see complete inventions in his mind. He did not struggle or force ideas to come. He simply received massive spiritual downloads from heaven. The elite forces of his time were absolutely terrified of his unshakable connection. They isolated him to suppress his divine light. Listen to me very carefully right now, because the Matrix has always punished those who carry the authentic light into this dark world. Thomas Edison actually invented a specific device just to access this exact brainwave. He knew that his greatest solutions would never come from a stressed mind. He used physical tools to enter that pure twilight state of gamma. Edison would wake up with impossible problems completely solved. He understood that the universe responds instantly when your mind is properly aligned. The wealthy billionaires who wake up at 4 in the morning do so for a hidden reason. That specific hour is when the gamma brainwave is naturally elevated and the veil is thinnest. Do not scroll past this next sentence. Heaven has always used this frequency to speak to the prophets in the quiet wilderness. When Moses stood before the burning bush, his nervous system was operating at this exact divine vibration. The Matrix wants you to think these are just old stories, but they are literal blueprints for your life. You carry that exact same prophetic DNA inside your spirit today. The heavy spiritual attacks you survived were designed to keep your frequency completely grounded in fear. The enemy knows that a chosen one operating in pure gamma cannot be manipulated. You become entirely immune to their toxic lies and their petty drama. But there is something else you urgently need to know about your enemies. What exactly happens to the narcissists when your frequency finally shifts? I am going to reveal the brutal karma they are about to face very soon. They thought they could steal your energy without any consequences. Heaven is preparing a massive shock for them. You have spent so much time wondering if you were walking on the wrong path. You questioned your own sanity when people betrayed your pure heart. But you were simply vibrating at a level they could not physically tolerate. Your bright light exposed the hidden demons they desperately wanted to keep buried in the dark. You are a cycle breaker, sent to dismantle their toxic systems. The universe did not bring you here to fit in with the sleeping masses. You were chosen to disrupt the Matrix and reclaim the wealth they hoarded for generations. The people who abandoned you were actually removed by God to protect your sacred activation. Ancient kings and priests used physical tools to tune the body and enter this state of divine flow. They understood that the physical body must be properly tuned like a musical instrument if you truly want to hear the clear voice of God. The Matrix hid these tools to keep humanity enslaved in endless debt. But the Great Awakening has officially begun in your life today. Take a very deep breath and let this ultimate truth settle in your bones. You are not late to your own destiny, and you have not missed your window. The divine delay was simply heaven, building a massive fortress around your blessing. It ensured the enemy could never touch what belongs to you. The darkness has officially lost this war. Stay with me. The veil is lifting faster than ever. The spiritual realm is vibrating with intense activity just for you. The angels assigned to your life are actively dismantling the traps set by your enemies. You are about to witness the greatest spiritual reversal in modern history. Do not look away now. Your pure heart has survived the most brutal spiritual winters, and you kept your precious faith alive when you had absolutely nothing left to give. Heaven honors that rare level of unshakable devotion. We are about to cross over into the promised land of your ultimate vindication. The people who doubted you will be forced to watch you rise. I need you to prepare your physical space for what comes next. It is a literal shift of resources from the wicked directly into your righteous hands. Your gamma frequency acts like a magnet, pulling this provision into your physical reality. Heaven is writing your final victory right now. Now we must speak about the people who tried to destroy you. You gave them your pure love, and they repaid you with bitter betrayal while smiling directly in your face. They thought they were digging a deep grave for your biggest dreams, but they did not realize they were actually digging their own spiritual grave, because heaven has issued a final verdict against them today. When your gamma frequency reactivates, it creates an impenetrable shield around your physical body. The dark energy they sent to curse you will violently bounce off this divine shield. It will return to the sender, multiplied by 7. They will suddenly experience the exact same confusion and exhaustion they intentionally caused you. Your pure light will absolutely blind them. You will not have to lift a single finger to seek revenge. The universe is about to handle your enemies with absolute precision. Their hidden lies will be completely exposed in the bright light of day for everyone to see. And the very people they tried to turn against you will finally realize who the true villain has always been. The Matrix trained them to feed on your precious empathy like starving parasites, but your new frequency will physically repel them from your life forever. They will not be able to tolerate the massive light radiating from your spirit. Your glorious success will become their ultimate and most painful punishment, because they will be forced to watch you win everything. God is preparing a massive table for you, right in the presence of your enemies. They wanted you begging for scraps, but they will watch you feast like absolute royalty. Do not look past this next sentence, because your spiritual alignment is crucial today. Subscribe to this channel to stay connected. This simple action is a spiritual tether locking you into prophetic alignment, ensuring you never miss heaven's voice. Staying connected here tells the universe that your heart is fully prepared to receive. The enemy desperately wants you isolated and disconnected from your true spiritual tribe. But when you subscribe, you build a permanent bridge to your divine inheritance. Your act of obedience sends a massive shockwave through the dark matrix that currently holds them captive. Let us talk about the specific karmic cycle breaking right now. The narcissists who drained you will start losing the very things they idolized. Their fake friendships and their stolen money will dry up completely. They will desperately search for the pure peace that only you could provide, but your door will be permanently locked to their endless chaos. You must understand that heaven is completely vindicating your pure name. The cruel rumors they spread about you are already falling apart and losing their power. People who judged you wrongly are going to feel a heavy conviction in their spirits. Some of them will even come back to apologize when they see the massive favor resting on your life. This is exactly why you cannot keep this massive light to yourself. Heaven expects you to become a beacon of hope for other exhausted cycle breakers. Share this video with 3 specific people who desperately need a major breakthrough today. You are stepping into the role of a divine messenger for the Most High God, and your reward will be magnificent. When you share this truth, you immediately activate the spiritual law of multiplication. Heaven will instantly multiply your incoming blessing 7-fold because you helped someone else find the true light. The enemy absolutely hates when chosen ones unite to share their hidden knowledge. Your simple action completely destroys their desperate attempts to divide and conquer us. Listen closely, because the veil is thinning dramatically right now. The angels are actively removing the toxic people from your daily environment. You might notice certain friends suddenly walking away for no logical reason at all. Do not chase them. Do not shed a single tear over their sudden departure. They are removing themselves now. God is clearing your physical space to make room for your massive wealth transfer. You cannot pour new wine into old and broken vessels. The universe requires a completely clean slate before it drops this generational blessing into your hands. Your new frequency demands entirely new relationships built on pure authenticity and deep mutual respect. The dark night of the now, it is time for the final seal to be placed on your absolute victory, ensuring your total deliverance is secured in the physical realm. I need you to prepare your mind for the final step of this prophetic decree. The enemy is making one last desperate attempt to distract you from crossing the finish line. They know that if you complete this sacred spiritual transaction, they will completely lose their wicked grip on you forever. Stay completely focused now. Your ultimate freedom is waiting just ahead. We have reached the final threshold of your prophetic journey today. The spiritual realm is standing completely still and waiting for your ultimate decision. You are holding the powerful pen to your own destiny right now. And heaven will never force you to accept a massive blessing if your physical hands are stubbornly closed to the signs. You must actively claim your rightful portion today. It is time to turn your spiritual authority into physical reality. Type the phrase, "I receive my supernatural wealth now" in the comments below. Type this exact phrase as a signature on your heavenly contract. This bold action seals the miracle in the physical realm. Do not underestimate the incredible power of your spoken and written words today. When you say that phrase, you pull the wealth into the physical realm. The angels immediately register your absolute obedience and begin releasing the funds. But the dark enemy stands beside you. They whisper heavy doubts into your tired mind because they fear your potential. They desperately want you to simply close this video and walk away empty-handed. If you walk away now, you choose to stay trapped in the exhausting matrix. The divine window of opportunity does not stay open forever for anyone. The spiritual clock is ticking loudly while Archangel Michael holds the heavy door. He cannot wait forever for you to walk through it. You have exactly 72 hours before this specific portal closes for good. Do not let fleeting fear steal your generational wealth right at the finish line. Heaven has fought brutal wars in the unseen realm just to deliver this. The angels have wept while watching you struggle in pure silence, and they are absolutely thrilled that your season of suffering is finally ending. Now, heaven absolutely expects your bold obedience to secure the final victory. God has already decreed your wealth. Your physical vessel still must be tuned. This is why heaven provided a tangible, earthly tool to anchor your blessing. A leading neuroscientist named Dr. Robert Lake unlocked the exact audio frequency. It works to clear the dark blockages the enemy placed in your tired mind. You must use this sacred key to fully open the spiritual door today. This sacred tool is called the Genius Song. It uses advanced brain entrainment technology to guide your mind back to the pure gamma state. That naturally helps restore the effortless genius you had as a child. Just put on your headphones and relax for 7 minutes a day. There is no hard work or endless meditation required to make this miracle happen. The Matrix keeps you exhausted, so you never find this hidden acoustic key. They flood the internet with dangerous counterfeits to steal your precious energy. But the true and authentic frequency is safely hidden from the dark matrix. You can only access it through one highly protected and secure portal, because the universe guarantees your energy remains completely pure. Take a physical step of faith and click the sacred link in the pinned comment. Sow a seed into your own destiny, because this is a spiritual transaction. It is an energetic exchange that costs less than a single clinic visit. The elite pay thousands of dollars for this rare clinical treatment, but heaven has made it fully accessible to you right now for a fraction of its true value. Your courageous step of faith is completely protected by an ironclad divine assurance. If your reality does not beautifully shift, then your provision is fully returned. You are covered by a 180-day shield of absolute peace. Heaven does not want you feeling anxious about this vital decision, so try this sacred frequency completely risk-free while the portal remains open. There are 4 powerful bonuses waiting for you inside this protected portal. You will receive an audio track engineered specifically for your children to thrive. You will also get the original prosperity book that the elite secretly used. God is handing you every single weapon you need to dominate the enemy, and these sacred tools will ensure your bloodline is blessed. The chosen one who hesitates at the open door will always wonder what could have been. Do not let the dark entities distract your mind for another second. Click the secure link in the pinned comment and let the massive wealth transfer begin. Your gamma frequency is desperately waiting to be fully reactivated, because your soul knows you were born to live a life of total freedom. I officially decree that your season of heavy weeping is permanently over today. Every curse spoken over your family line is entirely broken and returned to sender. The divine magnet inside your soul is now fully awake and incredibly powerful. Money and pure favor will begin hunting you down from every single direction, while the universe continuously works behind the scenes to clear every obstacle from your glorious path. The people who betrayed you will watch you rise in absolute shock and awe. You are stepping into a beautiful flow state where everything simply becomes much easier. Check the pinned comment right now and claim the incredible life you truly deserve. Go forward in total peace and let the beautiful magic finally unfold for you, because you have faithfully survived the brutal darkness and your golden morning has finally arrived.